There are a number of different depictions of some of the fantasy alternatives which have been put forward by some proposing an alternative to the withdrawal agreement. They've been described as unicorns. Well, I have to say that the official Labour Party position is to chase a whole carnival of unicorns across the European plain, none of which are capable of being delivered. And 23 times the Shadow Justice Secretary was asked on broadcast earlier today what Labour's position was on Brexit. And 23 times he was incapable of answering. So the Labour Party have had 16 different positions. They can't answer the question when it's put 23 times, but they do have 6 tests. But then what do those 6 tests mean? Well, let's listen to the words of the Shadow International Trade Secretary, the member for Brent North, when he was asked about those 6 tests. He summed them up pithily in a word which in Spanish translates as cojones and in English rhymes with Bollocks. Now, I know, Mr. Speaker, that there are some distinguished citizens in this country who have put on their cars a poster or sticker saying bollocks to Brexit. But we now know from Labour's own front bench that their official Brexit position is bollocks. Now, I am quoting directly from the member for Brent North. I'm sorry that he's not in his usual position. But can I say, it is not for the role of the government to intervene in how the opposition disposes of its positions. But I have to say that the Shadow International Trade Secretary is a jewel and an ornament to the Labour front bench. He speaks the truth with perfect clarity, and in his description of Labour's own policy, can I say across the House, we're grateful to him, grateful to the constant gardener for the way in which he has cast light on the testicular nature of Labour's position. Happy to give way.
Well, the Right Honourable Gentleman can give way in due course, but not before I've heard the point of order from the Right Honourable Gentleman. Sir Edward Davey.
Mr. Speaker, have you made a new ruling on parliamentary language which I am not aware of?
Thank you.
I have made no new ruling on parliamentary language, and I was listening, as colleagues would expect, with my customary rapt attention to the observations of the Secretary of State for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs. I richly enjoyed those observations, and particularly his exceptionally eloquent delivery of them, which I feel sure he must have been practising in front of the mirror for some significant number of hours. But on the subject of that which is orderly, because a number of people were chuntering from a sedentary position that the use of the word beginning with B and ending in S, which the Secretary of State delighted in regaling the House with, was it orderly? Yes, there was nothing disorderly about the use of the word. I think it is a matter of taste.